Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm cast this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 2 vs 2 on Saint Square. Over in the Tau corner we have got Mad D-Star and his ally also Tau, Mad Freeman. On the opposing team we've got a Necron player by the name of Panda Meat in a Can, followed by his teammate Rafiki 44 Fet 2 as the Space Marines. So I don't normally do a 2v2, but I thought since I've got a very special announcement at the end of this video, I thought I'd do a special kind of game. And I saw this double Tau team going on. I thought, yeah, Tau Empire, we don't see enough Taus going on in the grand scheme of things, so why not have a game involving these boys? The Mad Clan, shall we say, are well known for their well-rehearsed and well-played games. They're also well known for being French, as you could tell by the white flag that they're flying above their strategic points. Haha! Ooh, bit cheeky. We are British over here. So, but you know that we love you. Remember Napoleon? That was a thing, you know. So not always white flags. Anyway, moving swiftly on from disparaging a whole entire nation's military history, the Kroots are moving in. We're going to see these scouts, and I'm quite liking the idea of one Tau player going to go for some Kroots because you can see some regular old fire warriors and Kroots working in tandem, as the Tau Empire is so well known for. They will go slicing around this listing post. Before it's even been finished, this servitor is like, come on guys, why don't you just like leave it alone? I'm in the middle of something here. Assault Marines are going to come out there. Big old shoulder pads on them, going to be slapping these boys around. And in a 1v1, it does look like the Assault Marines would win. Kroots are kind of like a bit of a slow burner. You want them eating all the meats so they can stay on their feet, I suppose, and again, additional health. Kroots and Vespids here. In fact, no Fire Warriors or Tau at all. It's just pure Xenos mayhem from the Tau perspective. Necron Warriors not having the best of days, just kind of manoeuvring around, trying to avoid being caked in the face. Very aggressive play from the Taus on this side of the map. Tau over here, also been joined by Vespids. These Assault Marines doing what they can. The morale has been broken. They will jump away. We'll probably want to see some of these listing posts being upgraded with some, how would we say, some blowy up bits. Armory has been cancelled for additional Space Marine goodness and needs. But yeah, some skull probes also coming out from the listing post for reasons. Oh, it'll be for these stealth suits, I imagine. Anything crazy going on the Tau bases? No one's doing any counter-aggression or any counter-plays. It's just pure blood, mischief and madness over on this side. Although Tau seems to have left the Necrons alone. So they're going to try and do a coalition, shall we say, of Kroots and Vespids. Double Vespids over here. Go to double destabilise this listing post by the sounds of it. And look how quickly that bad boy goes down. Necron Lord trying to zap them with his Staff of Light. But one metal boy against a whole bunch of birds and insects.
It'll be good to have that strength.
Not even a Necron Lord can stand up to such wicked and feral madness. Another destabilisation. Oh, maybe... No, they didn't do a double destabilisation. They just saved one for one and one for the other. That's 2 listed posts going down. This is quite the magnificent rush from the Tau perspective. Spending a lot of money, though, on keeping these Kroots and Vespids in fighting fit conditions. Assault Marines just holding on for dear life at this point. A Force Commander will be coming out. Not sure if a Force Commander is the way forward here. Not exactly the fastest lad, but he does have a mean ranged attack with his pistol. There we go. Actually, does take out these Vespids fairly quickly, I should say. We'll have to go home. These guys are starting to turn their attention over to the Necron side, but we do have a good chunk of Necron Warriors summoning corps on the way out, so we will be expecting some flayed ones in the mix, given time. And yeah, it seems like at this point that the Tau have done what they set out to achieve. I mean, the Vespids, I can imagine, can stay around assaulting anything and everything as much as they like, because they've got the mobility, but these Kroots are a little bit wet and weary from all their fighting. I wonder, when a Necron dies, are they able to eat their corpse? That is a question for the makers, or the shapers, should I say, sorry. Tau Commander now joining the battle. Absolute chaos and madness constantly on the Saint Square here today. Tau Commander still firing away. Assault Marines doing what they can. And yeah, let's have a look at the economy. 92 and 10 compared to 86 and 10 for the Tau, and 45% and 60. And, oh dear, 26 and 0 for the Space Marines. This is... No, the Tau got them good and proper, decapped all their strategic points early on in the game, and now that they've circled back from the Necron base, they are now going to go back straight into assaulting the Space Marine base once again. It's really going to be up to the Necron player to carry the Space Marine in whatever way they possibly can.
Yes, my lord.
Soul Marines at this point may as well just go over to the Tau base. I mean, are they defending anything? Tau base is currently completely and totally undefended, so it might be worth just going over there just to do some counterplay. But then again, I mean, there's not much counterplay that can be done when you're being constantly assaulted by anything and everything. Coming over here.
Scouts in position.
Scouts are in position, though, as so they say. Necron Lord still giving them the old Benny Hill. Anything coming from the Necron monolith? We are seeing some Necron warriors. There's been an archive as well on the way. The Tau seem to have decided that enough is enough. Time to go into the old tier 2s. They have gone for their path to enlightenment over yonder. So yeah, it's I mean the Necron player hasn't really fallen behind too much. Got a good number of plasma generators on the go. Sizable amount of Necron warriors.
Defending objective.
Although the Tau do have a Fire Warrior team on the go as well. Transitioning into some long-range play. And to be honest, Brutes against Necron Warriors probably won't survive all that well. You do want some Fire Warriors at least to provide some covering fire as they go in, out, and in, out of combat. Slayer Woods will see this listing first, and now the assault is being pushed towards the Tau. While this is going on, we do have a Necron Lord in the base of the Green Tau.
6 minutes until take and hold victory.
6 minutes to take an old victory for whom, dare I ask? Will it be the... Oh, of course it'll be the Tau. Yeah, they've got map control at the moment. Soul Marines not giving up on these Vespids one iota.
Yes,
These guys have been around the world in 80 Terran days.
the Emperor.
Force Commander now joining some regular old Space Marines, and the counterattack has begun. Space Marine player has managed to get... have they got their... Are we coming on the Space Marine player? Ah, we are. So their economy is slowly but surely getting back online. Going to get a plasma generator. They have got all 3 of their listening posts up and at them at the moment. While this is going on, Necrons are causing absolute havoc in the Tau base. Bits off more than they could chew, these Tau.
Under fire.
Do have some upgraded listening posts, which will certainly help them in defence. But Tau are not known for their base defences. Don't really have much in the way of turrets. Only now starting to get their path of enlightenment have these Green Tau. So certainly dropped a ball somewhere in the tech tree, I imagine.
Take and hold victory.
Cruister not giving up. Staying up to the last man. Have not devoured any corpses so far. In Tau lore, if you're unfamiliar, Kroots are generally like bird kind of dudes. And they can evolve and twist and shape depending on the meat that they eat. The Space Marine meat, I think they get like a bit tougher. If they eat Eldar meat, they become like, I don't know, like a bit more fancy and a little bit camp. Develop a lisp of some description. If they eat Kroots, I think they become just like dogs or something. My Tau lore is not exactly the most accurate, but it is something. We've got loads of stealth suits in the base. Going for some fusion blasters. Force Commander will have to use his... Does the Force Commander have vision? No, it's all skull probes, so definitely Space Marines in a bit of a sticky situation. Do not think that the skull probes can join these assault marines. So the Space Marines are still having a bit of a bad time. While this is going on, we do have a Devilfish troop carrier on the field, but it won't do all that much. I mean, it is 750 health for a troop carrier. Certainly one of the most flimsy of troop carriers known in the Dawn of War landscape. But they are invisible, so that is a mild something. Only visible by these Brilliant Scavs, and I do believe the Necron Lord as well. Currently got no upgrades on them as far as I can see. Necrons sad teleport back, they've done the damage, killed a listing post. They can go home as happy robot boys. Brilliant Scavs trying the best to cap something, but will so but surely be killed in the field. Still got this problem with the shooting sound. I'm not sure what's going on here. Some guns are making shooting sounds, some guns aren't making shooting sounds. I will have to at some point fix that, but today is not that day. Probably the next few weeks won't be that, to be honest. Busy boy and all that. Anyway, the Space Marines seem to be not having a great time against these stealth suits. Can't really get those, how would you call them, skull probes online or alive for very long. So the Necro player will have to do something to assist them in their defense. Got double Devilfish troop carriers over here as well, so real difficulties for the Space Marine player. Oh, they have got one Skull Probe over here, but attached to some scouts. As these guys decide to chase Kroot and Tau alike. Vespid still being an absolute pain. The APM of this Space Marine player must be absolutely through the roof. The amount of clicking he must be doing right now. Flayed One's now going to join in. See if they can cut up these Vespids. Give them the old shiv around the backside. Ballistic Burst firing away as these stealth suits jump over here and now begin to fire on this chapel barracks. Might be able to get it before these... Oh no, the Space Marines will certainly pop before, but...
Marine squad deployed.
Chapel barracks looks like it's going to go down. Solid defense from the Space Marine player though. It's I mean, don't get me wrong, is he going to probably defend this and survive? Maybe not, but the fact they survived for 11 minutes of solid, constant aggression is all the more impressive. Flayed One's over here just chilling out, teleporting back home. Currently the Necron base is being left to its own devices. It's the burst going down by the sheer amount of fire from the Tower player. And at the moment it's got no listed burst, so no skull probes for him to even get. Here's the weakness of the Space Marines. Don't have all that much in the way of infantry detection without those skull probes. What's the Necro player doing? He's going to do some counter-offensives. Although in this base trade of 2 versus 1, I imagine the Tau will come out on top. Are firing at the Necron Lord, who can see and divine all the infiltrated dudes, but at the moment, Space Marines have decided to turn around and try and focus on this Kroot Carnivore squad over on the north. Never eat shredded wheat. On the northwestern side of the base.
Fire all guns.
What's your order?
Soul Marines trying their best once again, but Necron Lord seems to have vanished into thin air. Oh no, never mind. He's still there, still knocking around. Popping out a John Cena beam. This is the time for the Space Marines to come back and see if they can use their chain swords to good effect. Revealing the Devilfish troop carriers as they slink away into the invisible veil of the Tau. Ballistic Burst over here is once again being built up. Blade One's not really being all that impactful in this engagement. Barracuda's now on the field, so the smells like the Flayed Ones could just shake their talons at them.
What would you have me do? We stand ready.
I mean, let's be honest, boys and girls, this game is already a far gone how would I say it? This game is already a far gone conclusion, but my god, this defense, this defending to the last man is just impressive to watch.
Yes, my
It's like a last stand match in unification.
direct us to the enemy.
An endless swarm of Xenos against the Emperor's finest and the Gatan's worst enemy. Necrons here and Imperium working together under the blessings of the Silent King, no doubt. We have another Devilfish troop carrier over here, a bit green tinted this time. Some Fire Warriors moving forward in a way that only the Devilfish troop carrier can. So far there's only a stronghold left. Space Marines do have a good chunk of blue money and green money to rebuild a stronghold should they choose. They do have one servitor moving over here. Going to be building up. Ah, there we go. He's got a plasma generator and a listed post over yonder, so might be able to slightly build up some bases over here. But yeah, even the Assault Marines are now feeling the pinch of the Tau Plasma Fire. Force Commander up against the Tau Commander, and he's going to go for some Commander Fusion Blasters as well. Already gone for his missile launcher. Absolute chaos of pandemonium in the Space Marine base. 44 and 10 for the Space Marine player, and 112 and 60 for the Necron. So even with the Necron's impressive economy, still behind a little bit compared to 126 and 60 of the White Tau, compared to 133 and 186 of the Green Tau.
Fire all guns. Our duty calls. Our duty calls.
Got a Wraith on the field. Do you believe that the Wraith can spot infiltrated units? If I'm not mistaken.
Devilfish swim.
But yeah, this is a bit of a whitewash at the moment with these White Tau and their Pathfinders moving forward. Target finding anything that they can. Immortals a little bit forward without support. Looking to shoot down those Devilfish troop carriers, but will not get a mark on their target due to these recruits screening their advance. Stealth suits around the side going to be firing away at this plasma generator. Stronghold kind of being left alone for the moment. Skull Servitor falling to the Tower Commander's cannon. And yeah, this is a sad day for the Space Marine player. Is he building anything in the Necron base at the moment? Nope, although Rafiki is speaking French, I imagine. French on French action. A battle to see who has the biggest baguette. Who can smoke the longest cigarette. Who can wear the stripiest jumper. And wear the most flyest beret, no doubt. Plasma generator goes down. Listening post also looks like it's going to go the way of the First Republic? Second Republic? My French knowledge is non-existent. Anyway, Space Marine player has been defeated. And yeah, this is basically a foregone conclusion. The Necron player is going to go down. We will watch him die. And while he's dying, or being slow but surely killed, we've still got a little bit of time left on my game timer down here. So I may as well just talk to you about the big announcement while we're watching the Necrons fight off whatever they can. So, I am going to be starting up a Patreon. Now, it's mainly because I've got a whole bunch of ideas that I want to try. If you were here last Sunday, there was a 2v2 tournament. I talked about some ideas, and I wanted to, like, basically try those ideas and do some sort of extra bits and bobs that I wouldn't normally be able to do on the YouTube channel. So, hear me out. I think there's some really good ideas. So, one thing that I really want to do is I want to do some battle reports. Now, the one problem I have with battle reports on the YouTubes at the moment is that they're like an hour, 2 hours long, there's loads of talking, there's not enough action. So what I want to do is I want to make some sort of series where the battle reports are cut and spliced a certain way, where they last about 20 minutes, full of action, full of, you know, background. There'll be like a narrator. Well, obviously it's going to be me narrating the events as they go on. So I think it'll be quite exciting. I would love to be able to do that as an extra piece of content. I'll be starting that in about January time, but what I'll be doing is that for the first while, all the videos will be uploaded on Patreon exclusively for the first like 2 weeks, so that way the people who pay for it are able to give me like the most critical feedback, so I can tailor it to those who are most interested in the content. Second thing I'm going to do for it, well actually the main drive, I should have like really opened up with this, is it's going to be £1 minimum. However much you want to pay, but you know, it could be £1, it could be 10, just, you know, as little as you want to. And what you'll get for it is once a week you'll get an extra Unification, Ultimate Apocalypse, Probe, Soulstorm game, whichever one people ask for the most really. Might do a poll or something, but I think that'd be fun. And just an excuse for me to do more Dawn of War casts without, you know, the soul crushing lack of time slow but surely caving the walls in around me. What are the other things I want to do? Yeah, so I want to do a like a small audiobook series set in the Warhammer world. I've been flirting with the idea of doing audiobooks for quite some time now, but just haven't really had the reason to do it. So I think that'd be quite fun. Kind of trying to get it to do like a once a month kind of deal. Realistically, do I have time to do it? Maybe not. But let's be bold, let's be brash, let's see what we can do. Let's try the most and then bring it back down a little bit to a more manageable level. That's what I'd say. Another thing I want to do is I want to do like a little bit of a cosplay journey. If you're not familiar, I attempt cosplay quite a lot. And I would love the idea of trying to do some Warhammer cosplay, showing at the beginning, middle and an end of it in video format. And then just basically, like, say for example, if I try and make something and I do it wrong, then you could watch that and say, oh hey, well, Mr. Landshark, he tried to make a Imperial Guard's helmet like this, and it went wrong, so I'm going to take that and then try to do it in a different way, so then I'm wasting the money and not you. That's the idea. Oh, we've got a big old blue for coming on down here. Very aesthetically pleasing. And one other thing, I suppose, I mean, like, community game nights, once every now and then, come together, especially with Darktide, we'll make our own like little ogreing team and we'll kill people or something. I'll be honest, that last one, I'm touch and go on that one because I'm not the most social man, let's be honest. So I don't know if how I feel about that, but it is an idea, and yeah. So anyway, that's the general idea that I've got going for the Patreon, and like I say, only one shiny British pound, and for that you get one extra game a week. Probably Unification, maybe Ultimate Apocalypse, maybe Pro, depending on what everyone really asks for. So So yeah, so feel free to follow links in the description. We'll sort that out and we'll just see how we go. Anyway, this Necron player is certainly holding the fort, doing what he can. Necron Lord still in the mix, but we do have hammerhead gunships. We've got broadside battlesuits. We've got barracudas. We've got Imperial cast. Bring in the big blue mushrooms, as well as a good smorgasbord of XV8 crisis battle suits. So yeah, glorious blue and green everywhere. What we like to see, Necron Lord. Everyone seems to be ignoring him. Probably won't ignore him for much longer, as he is now on the targeting sites of the hammerhead gunship. With, well, this is a fake one to be honest. Oh, we've got a nice burgundy crew tox as well, just to round up the game. Going to stick his head in the engines of the hammerhead gunship, where it's warm. The world of the 41st millennium, even then the energy is still quite expensive. So cool, yeah, thanks ever so much for joining us. Please do consider giving the Patreon a little look in. What I've done on there as well is that I put like a post there with all the what I've basically said now, but there's like words. So if I'm not being too articulate, you can read it in written format, which is where I'm a lot more articulate in there. So yeah, cool. Anyway, my name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never chop. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace.